Hi everybody, this is Caroline Sotheby and welcome to Up, Down, and Around Town. Well, you'll see a couple other people on the set with me right now. This is Rich Campbell and Barb Bradshaw Elby, and half the time you don't see her because she's back there in the audio board. And this fellow, well, during COVID time, we were doing a lot of running around and filming on the outside.
The studio during COVID, the studio was closed, so we couldn't come in and record the show. And I said to Caroline, I don't want to stay home and do nothing. I can edit, so let's just do the show. And we did the show under some pretty impossible circumstances. I went through probably about a gallon of alcohol, sanitizing everything after an interview. And I had extension cords for the mic so I could interview somebody from 20 feet away. Thank God the camera's got a zoom lens. But anyway, we made it through.
Yeah, and by that time it came and said, well, okay, what are we going to do? Well, mine was a lot of interviewing, and so I said, hey, you're familiar with the DCA, and they need a lot. So what happened after that?
You know, that was really cool. I went to go do a story for your show on the DCA. I did the story and everything, but really like the people. They're so cool. They really are. It's just like, you deal with the stress of day-to-day life and traffic and paying your bills and all that stuff. You walk in there and it's like calm, peaceful. Everybody's rational and intelligent. I mean, it's really a cool place. So I started doing a show for them too. And it's been really cool. That really has. It's been like an editing boot camp. I've learned so much from when I first started. So.
Well, even while we were on the road, because you started with the editing, and all of a sudden you advanced, and then I said, well, you got some new equipment, and now you're learning that, and so it's a learning process for both of us, and it worked out. So he's still busy.
I don't understand why anybody who wants to go into video production is not here right now. This is an awesome opportunity. I've learned a lot since I've been here. I've been volunteering here since 2018. The things that I've learned have really, really put me at a premium. It really has. I don't understand why, more people who want to go into video production don't come here and volunteer and get experience.
Well, maybe eventually they will, because we had a couple of the girls, a guy too from the school that did a show, Bear's Den, last week. And then they came back and they start learning how to use the camera, and they went back there to the audio board, because there was something different. It was the technical side that they aren't learning in school. So yeah, it just might draw some people, and
it's funny too, because I know people on Facebook and they say they're a content creator. Yeah, right. And they don't basically do anything. I mean, if you want to be a content creator, this is where you get your feet wet. This is the best place for you, because you're going to learn a lot and you're going to produce some good content.
Yeah. So that's one person. Now, Barb has been with cable, way back when we were 1987, and from Canoe to You. That was 24 programs in that 1 year. A lot of research, but a lot of talking with people that were living at that time. And you're thinking about just like Neil's been going out and taking our old-fashioned 3mm or whatever we call it.
3/4 inch U-matic.
Thank you.
Yes, I remember those days. The camera weighed about 50 pounds, and that wasn't heavy enough. You had to carry the deck that weighed about 75 pounds. Now people walk around with their phone.
Yeah.
Back then, it wasn't like that.
So he converted a lot of the programs from that point, and has been showing. And what I like about it, he shows it basically on a Saturday and Sunday, so
Where
people
most
just
people are
centered
home.
in on that. It's called Remember When. And so that's another thing that came up, last 2-3 months? Yeah. So that's something new. Anyway, I did last week go to a couple of stores and try and get an idea of like what kind of clothes and that each one is offering, just in case some people might be coming into Biddle Avenue and stop in. But I happened to go out of Nana's to eat last week, and I said, there's one place there on the other side. It's called Cecilia Meldy's. It used to be on the other side of Biddle Avenue. It's now on the east side. And we went in, and so maybe while we're talking about it, you might see clips of the place. She's got quite a few racks on the outside of the room for anybody or passerby. Say, yeah, mostly kids' things. Now, when she first started, well, I should probably go to see this. Remember this? You were with me with the scrapbook too? Yeah. Yeah.
So the grandmother started that store?
Yep. She was 21 years old in college.
Wow.
That was during the Depression years. And her parents did have a store, and it was taken over by the state. So eventually, she gets out of college, learns where the sale of the property is going to be, and goes and gets the property. And so she starts her own hosiery shop. And so you can tell this is what she looked like in those years. And here's a couple other pictures of her ancestry, her kids and grandkids. And that's been going through all the way down now to the
Wow.
grandchild.
So how many years basically has it been around?
Well, she actually started the hosiery place in 1933.
Whoa.
And yesterday was funny because I happen to remember I was a little kid, and my cousin, my adult cousin, had actually said, come on, stay with me in line. And we were in a long line at that place when they were having stockings. And the shipment came in, and there was only a certain amount allowed for. And I'm standing in line and thinking, oh, this is funny.
Yeah.
But just thinking about that goes back a long time. And of course, so do we. But anyway, but she was not only involved with her business, she was involved with the St. Pat's Church. She actually she composed a booklet on the 125 years of St. Pat's. So it's nice that some of this material is in here, but now I said I gotta add some more information. What has happened from the time she passed away, and her grandkids and that are still taking over. So when you mention that, that's what we went.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's one other business in town. But you know what? While I'm thinking about it, there's so much I got to think about. Anyway, at the end of this video, she does sell books for kids. So there's a booklet shelf, and I said, okay, that's one place now people can actually go and buy books. And you know Glowfish too. You were really with them because even last year we had that author that came in and had a Christmas
With her
book.
Christmas book.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because today I went out and did some of my Christmas shopping, and I tell you, I just realized something when you're talking about shops. You know, I went all over. I went to like 4 stores. Do your shopping in downtown Wyandotte first, because you may find a lot of gifts here. Now, there's one store that I'm going to spotlight. It's called Glowfish Studios. Now, if you have somebody that They've got everything. They got 2 of everything they need. You don't know what to get them. That is the perfect store because they have a lot of unusual gifts that you won't find somewhere else. That's going to be one of my stops is to come down here, maybe have lunch at Nana's, and then go finish up my shopping at Glowfish because I've got a lot of people in my family. They got everything they need. You don't know what to get them, so I'm going to hit that place up. It's easy shopping for kids. Well, for me, it's easy shopping for boys because I just get them toys that I like. But it's harder to shop for little girls.
Yeah.
And I've got several. My nieces and nephews are now having kids, so I have a lot of little kids that I have to buy
Yeah.
for. You know.
Wasn't that one game that we had on
Yeah.
with the ball and try and get it?
They'll probably have a tournament probably in January again.
Yeah, what's that called? I forget what that's called.
I forgot it
I
myself.
forgot.
But it's my understanding Goldfish has like tournaments and
They
stuff
do.
like that.
We covered the last one. It was about 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah, and it was at the DCA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do it at the DCA.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about it is the different models they have, the
Yeah.
different levels that people are at, the skill that it takes to do that. You look at, oh, that ain't going to be hard, and yet, okay.
Yeah, you think, oh, that little ball's gonna, no, it's not. Go into that little cup and container, yeah.
Yeah, I saw them do it, and I said, I'm not even going to try that because I'm frustrated enough already.
My luck, I thunked myself in the head.
Hey, thinking about a book, are you ready to tell us about that one that you found at the store a couple months ago?
Yes, 'twas the night before Christmas in Michigan.
Okay.
And it intrigued me because I remember Kevin Medden reading the Nightmare, listen to me.
It was the
I
night
got
before
the
Christmas,
nightmare, yeah.
and all through the house. Not a
And he
creature was
did that
stirring.
very well.
Yep, yep.
Read
That
us a story, Kevin.
So now we're going to say, read us a story, Barbara.
Okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas in Michigan. Far, far away at the North Pole, Santa is busy planning his Christmas Eve journey across his favorite place, Michigan. From Midland to Marquette, from Detroit to Kalamazoo, Santa can't wait to visit all the children on his nice list. He piles his sleigh high with a sack full of gifts, and off he goes. As Santa soars over the Wolverine state, he booms, "Hello to Holland, Merry Christmas to Traverse City," and gives Old Mission Peninsula a great big smile. Suddenly, Santa spots the most important place of all. "Are you ready for me to visit your home?" he says with a hearty chuckle. "It's time to leave out a glass of milk and a plate of sugar cookies, snuggle up in bed with your favorite teddy, and listen very closely." 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hope that St. Nicholas soon would be there. You were nestled all snug in your bed, while visions of candy canes danced in your head. And from Ann Arbor to the UP, all across the map, children had settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the street there arose such a clatter, you sprang from your bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window you flew like a flash, tore open the curtains, threw open the latch. The moon in the sky with its full winter glow shone bright as midday on Michigan below. When what to your wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, you knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his reindeer they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. Take me up to the chimney, follow my call. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. And then in a twinkling you heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. as you pulled in your head and were turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler holding his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He glanced at the names that he held in his fist, children in Lansing and Grand Rapids, whom were next on the list. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump and a right jolly old elf, and you laughed when you saw him in spite of yourself. St. Nick winked an eye and tilted his head, letting you know you had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went right straight to his work, filled up your stocking and turned with a jerk. Tapping his finger at the side of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But St. Nicholas exclaimed as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas, Michigan, and to all a good night."
Yay!
Yay! Oh, but it ain't done.
Oh, it isn't.
Santa's magical journey is coming to an end. He delivers the final gifts to Petoskey and Sault Ste. Marie, waves goodbye to Mackinac Island, and laughs a jolly ho, ho, ho. How's that? For
Okay.
everyone to hear. Heading back home to his cozy workshop at the North Pole, Santa hopes each child is extra good next year because he can't wait to come back to Michigan.
How about that? So you got that at Myers, right?
At Myers.
Yeah. Not too many left, though.
There's probably none.
Yeah.
Everything is really going quickly, and I suggest anybody that wants to go Christmas shopping and you see something, you purchase it right then and there because it's near the end of the season and they're not going to be able to get anything more in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But they can always come down to Wyandotte, too. As a matter of fact, besides Cecilia Melodies, I did go to Bling Thing, and she's not always there on Mondays. And a lot of the places are not open on Monday. Surprise. Even somebody had asked me, is the jewelry place closing down? And I said, I don't think so. Why? And she said, well, I went there and it was closed. And I says, well, somebody else had told me just before that they went into, was it, excuse me,
Is that Milkins?
Milk, yeah. And I said, they said they had Christmas decorations all put up, so I figured they wouldn't go through the trouble
No.
or something like that. So, like you said, there's a lot of little places down there on Biddle Avenue.
There is, so many places comes to mind right now. Chelsea, Willow, Glowfish. Also, a really cool place to get gifts. It's called Uptown.
I heard about that.
That is the neatest place, and that place has been there forever. One time I went there and I got my mom a plant for Mother's Day, and I was like 15 years old. So that place has been there at least
Really?
40 years. Yeah.
Okay, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our favorite place? That's behind Nana's. But well, it's really behind the willow tree on the
Oh,
corner
Abundant
there.
Living you're talking about.
Abundant Living, yeah.
Yeah.
That is really unique inside.
She's got a lot of Christmas things. We featured her last week, too. Yeah. But Bling Thing finally, she was closed on Monday. And when I passed the place on Tuesday, it still wasn't open. But when I did get there, opened up, and she had customers there. But we went through and got a bird's eye view like we did with the camera and idea. One thing about that place, she has shoes. I mean, not on a big scale, but remember we used to have Mahalik and Herman. We used to have leathers in the shoe stores and that. Then nothing right now, but she does have it. So if somebody's in the store and say, "Hey, I like them. Let's try and see if it fits. You're right there.
Does Traffic Jam sell shoes too?
They for weddings and like party things. Yeah, the dressier type. But these are the comfortable, everyday type shoes and boots even. And went there and talked to her for a while, and she says next month, which is January, she's got plans of helping a person move on 1 week, and she says, I'm going to take a week's vacation. So she said, don't get shook up. I'm not closing. I'm just going to take a break. So at least we know she's still there. And
Well, that's not too bad because your sales will be down because
Yeah.
that's Christmas
and
is
it's
over.
cold by that
People
time.
are probably poorer than a church mouse to buy
Yep.
anything.
Yep. So be warned. She said she's not closing. She's just going to take a break.
Well, that's
And
nice.
yeah, but you're talking about snowman. Santa Claus and the reindeer and all that stuff. Last week I happened to go to Post 217, and they got that big window that faces the Detroit River, and all of a sudden I looked and I said, "Wow, who painted that?" I got to find out. The person's name is Peggy, but I don't know her. I'm going to find out. She actually started with the Santa Claus and one thing, and it looking like going up and all your reindeer. Like somebody even said, well, she's got 8 reindeers. What were the names of the reindeer? And you actually had it in the book, So, yeah.
But somehow Rudolph got forgotten.
No, no.
She got him, but the book doesn't have him.
No, but the red-nosed reindeer.
Yeah.
So
I think it was because the felony charges that he was facing. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, the eight reindeer came first. It was
Must have
not
left
until later.
some poodoo on somebody's
Yeah.
lawn.
But anyway, that we got the bling thing, got that little information, and got her date and times of opening. One thing, have you been down Biddle Avenue across from the chemical plant?
Oh, all those Christmas trees.
Yeah. Okay. I just took a fast glimpse of it. They're all down Biddle and Clark, I think the street is.
There's actually 2
And-
rows of them.
Yeah, a lot of them. And the departments actually decorated them. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday between 11:30 and 1, they feature, I think, hot chocolate and everything. If somebody comes down and takes your choice of which
That
tree
would
you
be
actually
so
like.
hard to tell.
Oh, you vote on your
Yeah.
favorite tree?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll have to find the results after that and get
Well,
an
that's a little crushing to somebody's ego. There's a reason they decorated it the way they did, from a personal experience or
Well,
colors or.
But whatever attracts somebody. I mean,
guess.
it might, like Sherry bought a tree that the tree looks like it needs help. But she said she fell in love with it. She's all decorated,
Oh, that
So-
sounds like a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, she called it Charlie Brown. Yeah, so anyway, another thing too, if you're interested in a concert, St. Pat's will be having their Christmas concert, I think this Friday, yeah, at 7 o'clock. And that's usually Kathy Kane or some of those groups, they have the adults group come in. They always have a
Nice.
good presentation. So, I don't know. Or you sing? You don't sing.
What's that?
You don't sing unless you're having a
No.
drink?
Not even in the shower. No. Uh-uh. No, no, no.
No.
Oh, no. Uh-uh. You don't want to hear that.
No.
No.
Oh, we have to mention, too, that there's a new group that came on studio here this past week. Kathy Kane had the little group of kids, and it was called, the Popsicle Band, right? So that's something different that if you haven't had a chance to go check through the agenda, that's something, again, before the holidays. And you have concerts. They've been going to Wilson and Roosevelt. Their concerts are on, plus all the Christmas lighting and everything. So
And there's a lot of shops to go eat.
Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't want to get to that because I figured with the holidays come, people know which bars they like here. You got 142 Maple that we really haven't gone to, but they're a group by itself, basically. And
But the one nice thing is drive through the city and look how they decorated it when it's all lit up. It's so
Yeah.
pretty.
And another thing too, if you do your Christmas shopping in downtown Wyandotte, you don't have to deal with the traffic. I went to several stores today and I saw so many near car accidents. It wasn't even funny. And
Yeah.
people on their phone, people just not looking at all. So, you don't have the traffic in downtown Wyandotte. You won't have to put up with that.
yeah,
And it's pretty easy. It's one location. You may have to walk a block to a store, but
hey, get your
You know,
exercise
yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time. Oh, before I forget, I also went down to the library. Did you see some of these things? It's like, I went a couple of times. I got one, and then holidays around the world, St. Nicholas Day. That's
Kwanzaa.
yeah. Okay, Barb.
Oh, yeah, 'twas a nightmare before Christmas. Nightmare, listen to me because I'm wearing Jack
It was the night
Skellington.
before Christmas. Yeah. Christmas treats, holidays around the world.
And these
Christmas
are
party.
available for kids at the library?
Yeah. Okay,
Little-
that's something else, Barb. I said I
that
brought
one's
that. I
above
have no idea
this.
what to do with it, but the kids were having a good time at the craft place. Yeah. And
Little
these
Christmas
coloring
ornaments.
things that
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, they have quite a few things for the kids. The parents can come there
Sock.
you can even write a name on it and make it personalized.
and hand it in, and I guess you
Yeah.
probably get credit for it. So, what was this thing about? That,
It's a Christmas ornament that you can make, and
oh, it is
it
a
can-
Christmas ornament then.
yeah, you could do that. You could make it an ornament because you got extra thread there, so it's more like a cross stitch going with the thread. There are different colors to use.
So you can do your own thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, while we're doing our own thing, how about wishing them Merry Christmas
Merry
and Happy?
Christmas.
Have a
And Happy
very
New
Merry
Year.
Christmas and a safe and
Yeah.
wonderful holiday season.
Okay, you take care. See you next year. Okay, bye-bye.